Hey guys, what's up? And Udeeps here. Welcome back to Zod Finance YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be breaking down a trade I took on EURUSD, that's the euro to the dollar. And this trade was I sent out this trade as a trade idea on my Discord channel. That's right here on the 26th of October. And we're anticipating that price will come testing to this order block level here. It's already tested the order block, so we're expecting price to tap into this level and then push to the upside. So without wasting much time, let us dive right in. Okay, so this is our EURUSD chart on TradingView, and we are I took it on replay, so I've put the time back all the way to on the 27th of September. Yeah. Okay, so first thing I want to do when trading smart money or even any concept that you're trading is to first identify the order flow in the market. And in this case, we have a bearish order flow or a bearish market structure. Why? Because we see that the market is making a series of lower lows and lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. So ideally, looking at it from this big 4-hour time frame, the last lower low that I can see is somewhere around here. That's the last break of structure. So this high puts in this low. So can even use this. Yep. So let's fast forward. So yeah, what can we see again? I think I'll use this low here because of this body break. There was a body break here, so this low puts in this high, that puts in this low, puts in this high, that puts in even ideally this low like that. But what can we see? We see that there's another break of structure here to the downside. Yeah, so that's another break of market structure to the downside. Yep. So our expectational order flow still remains bearish. Why? Because we see that this high has taken out this low. So we are expecting is for the market to come back up here or somewhere around here and take out this new low to put in a new lower low. Okay, but what happens? Did we take out this low? Remember I said that our expectational order flow, that's what is expected of the market, is the price is going to raid this low because this was the last low that was put in by this high right here. So this is our low point here, and this is our high point here. So this is our range. Our range structure is from this high to this low. But what do we notice? We notice that price came here and took out this high, right? Could also be a form of sweeping the liquidity resting here, because if you go to a 1-hour time frame, you'll see that there's liquidity resting in this high here. So back to our 4-hour time frame, what you want to do is now find out the demand zone that that caused the change of character, because right here the character has moved from being a bearish order flow to a bullish order flow. So you want to find out the supply zone, the demand zone that caused the change of character. And from this, a very clear zone that we can see is this level up onto here, right? So for us to continue to see that this market is actually bullish, we want to see price coming into this order block to test it and give us confluences that indicates that the price is actually bullish to reverse to the upside. Sorry guys, I don't know where I must have lost you or you lost me, but something happened to my network All right, but let's get back to when we change character to the upside here. So now this is the cleanest order block that we can see here. So what we anticipate is for this price to come somehow and test within this order block, and then we can look for confluences that can make us to enter or go in for a buy. So let's see how that would have played out. Oh wow, that's nice. So we see this big push here, leaving these areas of imbalance. So all these are areas that are also good indications that price may also likely come back up here to take this or to fill these imbalances. So which could also be one confluence to show that the market is actually bullish overall. So however, the fact that we'll be trading from a new range, this is our new range point here, from this high to still this low. So this is our new range. So if the market come and take out this high, it would have broken structure to the upside. So price may necessarily not come and fill in this order block. Maybe it can come at a later date, but let's see if we were in any luck at that. Okay, that's nice. And if you also look closely here, you can see that there's liquidity resting here, which is also a very clear indication that price is actually going to want to take out this liquidity that is in form of this double bottom, right? Also see that there's a trend line liquidity that's also formed here, which price has already cleared and swept out this liquidity. So sorry guys for that noise. Okay, so what do we have? Okay, seems like we're having a lower time change of structure again, because you see that market is, let's go to the, let's say 1 hour time frame. See that there's a lower time change of structure here. So now if you were trading this area too, if you were on the lower time frame here, personally, if I was trading this lower time frame, I may not have entered this trade, but definitely I'll also be looking at this order block here. But at the same time, although I see that it's an area of liquidity here, it also seems that this area has also filled in or mitigated this imbalance here. So it pushing up, these areas were what caused this price leg to break the structure. So this will not really be too this will not be what I'll be looking to take my trade off of. I'll rather take it off of this place, because I can see that there's liquidity resting here. There's this fair value gap here, and the price may likely come in, tap in and go. But the market always give you what you think, and that's why we see that when price came up and made this high, it came down. We can see now that it's already forming a change of structure. Why? Because internally you can see that there's a change of character here again. Why this internal range structure was going bearish, that's looking for her to like pull back and then go up again. We can see that the change of character happened somewhere around this point. So normally you'll be looking on a smaller time frame to see how you can map out a sell or a buy from somewhere around here. And if you look at from this price leg to this price leg, one of the ideal places that you can see an order block forming is right here, right? Let's zoom that in so you can see it. So if you wanted to trade off this trade, you would have been looking to trade it something like this, and then you target this high here, and then your stop loss will be here. So this is a 1:3 trade already, and you can see that that went pretty well. But yeah, I did not take this trade, so we will not try to get all excited. I did not take this trade. Why? Because I was still hell-bent on looking at it from this bigger time frame. And now, what did I see here? I'm still expecting this market to still come to play inside this order block, because I believe that all this is a range. This is a range structure from this high to this low. Everything here is our range structure. So price can actually come, play around here, and still come here and go all the way up, right? Because that could also be a form of inducement in the market. But yeah, that does not mean that you not looking at smaller time frame to actually spot this change of character could not have actually helped you, right? Because if you notice, price also came to retest the same level. So let's even go deeper there. Let's see the 30 minutes. So let's say that, yeah, price now came caused a change of character, retested, broke this level again. That's now making a break of structure, right? Putting this high. So this high now, you also find the demand zone that caused this break of structure. This is there, and this is that zone right here. Let's shift this now. So that's one trade. So we have this zone right here. So one could have taken another trade, setting it here, Y, and aiming for this high. That is this high here. There, your stop loss will be resting below here. So this would have been trade number 2, right? And then we see that this broke this level again. So we have another break of structure right here. So where's the demand zone that caused that break of structure? Is right here. And what do we see? So let us assume that we say, okay, this is liquidity here. You can see almost relatively equal lows. So I have liquidity resting here. So one could have also opened a trade and put their entry here, stop loss just beneath the zone here, and take profit to be this high. But what happened? Price tapped in quite all right. It went, it even did a 1:2. Beautiful. It actually did a 1:2. I mean, trust me, this trade right here, if you're able to spot it, which of course many times are not, you might not have spotted it like that. But yes, you probably can if your trading plan gives you a 1:2 target, right? You can agree with me that you would have actually profited off of this trade, because this is a 1:2. So if you are risking $100 to make $200, this would have been it here, right here, right? So, but I mean, and again, when it gets to 1:1 like this, normally you want to move your stop loss to entry. So this also is a good trade, but let's assume that your trading plan was not 1:2. Let's say you were like me, who trades 1:3, 1:2 and above, right? You would have been stopped out here. So you would have hit stop loss. But that's not to say that this was also not a good trade, because I mean, if your trading plan also tells you that when you're up 1:1, you're supposed to move your stop loss to break even. So let's say that this trade did not even hit stop loss, it hits your break even. So you did not lose any money and you did not win any money on this trade. But neither this nor this, I did not take any of this trade. Why? Because I'm trading on a bigger time frame from this range point, which is this high, to this low. So everything that's happening within here is really no concern of mine. All I believe is that the market is looking for how to shift and turn liquidity in the way that it best fits them to be able to get a fair price. And my fair price is still on this region. Until this area is violated, or this area is violated, I still believe that the market is within my range. So let's go back to my big time frame. So that's 3 trades taken. But what do we see here? We see another break of structure here. Yeah, we see another break of structure here internally, right? And what is the area that causes break of structure? Somewhere resting around here. So this can also be a possible trade. Now, you don't just enter into trade, and I mean, well, it's Zod Finance anyway. We don't just enter trade because it went to the other block. We must look for the confluences that make us to enter our trade. We have models that we use to enter our trade, of which you will see that here now. So moving on. Wow, what do we see? Do you see that price has raided our 4-hour high? So this is a major break of structure. Oops. This is a major change of structure right here. So that changes everything, because now we are no longer looking for how price will be able to come back all the way down here, but more than likely we'll be trading within this high to this new low. Now, that does not mean that this other block is invalidated. Price can also very well come here and still push up to the upside. That's why it's Forex. But the most probable other block now, it's the one that is from this, ranging from this high, from this low to whatever high that this one will bring. So right here, we have a break of structure here to the upside. So what we have now as our expectational order flow is for price to keep on going high from this point, meaning that it will have to pull back to look for an area here where it want to take in price from. So if we go on the, let's say, 30 minutes time frame, what can we see? We can see a clear build of liquidity right here in forms of, you see here we have liquidity here in forms of equal lows, right? Yeah. What do we still have? We still have these lows here resting here. We have these areas of liquidity here that's been swept, taken. So we have liquidity here to target, liquidity here to target. Let's see what it looks like on now. Because don't forget this order block was drawn off of the, can't even put it as here on a 4-hour time frame. So drawn on 4-hour time frame from here, right? So, but as you keep scaling down to lower time frame so that you'll be able to refine your entry. But first, let's see what price is going to do, because price may actually easily come back to this level too and keep on going up from there, or even this order block here. Because if you look, you'll see that there is still a good order block here resting around here. So let's go to a 30-minute time frame. And let's see what price does. Okay, we see price directly retrace downwards. It taps into that first order block, right? What does it do? It starts taking off from there. So if we had entered the trade from there, would have been a small profit. Then what happens? It takes us out, right? So, and again, like I said, we have confluences that make you to know when you want to actually like get into a particular trade. Already, you see that it has broken out of this order block. So that would have invalidated this order block, right? And now it has put in a new low right here. So we have this here. So this is like a break of structure to the downside, right? Hold on. And now we tapped into our order block, right? We've tapped into our order block. Normally this order block will match all the way down here to this level here. Doesn't mean normally it can stop here, but if you watch our videos on liquidity, if you watch the video I taught on liquidity, you understand that most times you can have the wick coming out, like the wick can like clear out this low and then continue going in the direction it wants to go. That does not mean that the order block has been invalidated. It just means that it has swept out liquidity that has been in forms of buy stops or sell orders resting at those points in the market. So now we are at our order block. What do you want to look for now? First thing we want to look for now is where the market will now give us an indication or an indicator that it is about to change its trend. So let's look at it from maybe a smaller time frame. So now good. On the smaller time frame, what can we see on the 15 minutes? We see that price came down, went up, break of structure, then took out this high here. This is a change of character. Now the zone that caused the change of character, I can see this one, but I don't really see any. Well, let's be frank. Normally I'll take this trade from here and just put my stop loss to rest below this one right here, because although I don't really see any imbalance, but this would have been maybe a possible first trade scenario for me. So what happens? Okay, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I was taken out, right? But that's the thing, and that's the idea. That is why we don't just jump into trades like that. Because if you go on the 4-hour time frame, what do you see now? You see that there's been a sweep of liquidity here. we see this relative double lows right here, right? So we can see that this market swept the liquidity, but it did not give a body close below this other block. So which means that this other block relatively is still valid. And from here, what do we see? Let's take this out. You see that price has made this low, put in this high, put in this low, and now it has taken out this high again, which is another change of character, right? Now what does it do? It leaves this area. Let's check it on 5-minute time frame. It leaves this, you see this imbalance here. So normally for ICT, normally because I'm using smaller time frame, I may like to trade two things. I can trade I can get this fair value gap here and divide it by 50% and trade it, or I can just trade this other block. Why? Because I'm trading them off of a smaller time frame. And what happens normally is my money is that you don't always get the perfect entry. So price can literally just miss you by a pip, like what happened to GBP USD, which I will show in another video. I missed my entry by a pip, but I still got into the market anyways, and I was on profit. So you can actually take your trade from this level here, putting your stop loss, well, you can put it all the way down here throughout the other block, or you can still wait to refine it even better, right? But let's see how that was played out. Okay, good. What can we see now? Excellent. Sorry guys, just need to fast forward this so it will be quick. This is 30 minutes. That was also liquidity building. Now check out this. Let's take this out. So this well took our trade. Now you see this high. This was a change of character here, right? Because this low, or on 30 minutes, it's actually not, because then we don't see a body close. But we see that this high, this low took out this high right here, causing what? A change in character. Now this now happens to be the other block that caused that change, which is resting here. And if we go back to my Discord channel, I don't know, let me just bring that up. Hold on. Okay, this is 30 minutes time frame. So if we click it, you can see this level here. See that this is where I was targeting, this level. So let's so that is this level right here. Why? Because it has the best fair value gap that was left. It has been giving me a nice build on liquidity here, resting. X. So it has made my entry to be more refined. So here I can just put a buy order. I can even put it from the half of this order block, and then put my stop loss resting below this low right here. And then my take profit, ideally my take profit is supposed to be the 4-hour high. This is my TP, you get. But since there's an order block here, you want to just put your TP to be resting just before the order block. Yeah, so that was how I took this trade. And if we see how the trade ran, we can see that we're tapped into the trade. and I did not float on any loss. So we are trading within that range structure from that high of 1.036945 to the 1.0524 low. And yeah, I can see that my TP has hit. So this is real time. This is real time. And just if you want to see that I took that trade, this is our community. And so this is the trade here. And this is, sorry, what is profit only? Okay, just profit. So you see on just profits, I uploaded it and you can see the dates. And yeah, you can also see the trade while it was running on the buy. So that's about that, guys. So if you want to learn how to trade smart money concept just like this, well, you can feel free to send me a DM on Instagram. And don't worry, it's basically you joining our Discord and then being able to learn there, and it doesn't cost anything. We're just looking for serious-minded people who actually want to learn Forex. So without saying much, I'll see you again. And in the meantime, take it easy.